seems the last half of spring practice you've really made a move to get a ton of first-team reps. Why do you think that is compared to maybe the first 4 or 5 practices?
More attention to detail, and probably a harder work ethic. Just trying to get in position, make plays, stand out on film.
Is that something you talked about? You just mentioned the harder work ethic. Is that something that they've inspired you to, or maybe this is the last go around? I guess what's gotten you there?
It's a little bit of everything. Mostly it's the last go around. You don't have enough opportunity, and secondly is a film we watched by Ray Lewis when at the end he said effort is between you, and they've been preaching that week after week, and it really hits home. Nobody can do it like you can.
When did you guys watch that? Was it a D-line thing or a defense thing?
It was a team thing we watched early last week.
And what spoke to you in that, man? Just that one phrase at the end?
Yeah, it was that one thing. He basically said throughout the film that the way he made it to the NFL for 14, 15 years is the fact that he gave effort. He was the one running to the ball all the time. And at the end, he said effort between you, and that's the thing that Coach Butch Jones has been preaching to us. So it's really hitting home.
Who was this, Corey, that you referred to?
We was watching the film on Ray Lewis when he came down and said effort is between you, and the only person that can control how hard you go on the field is yourself.
So for you, how's that played out? What besides effort has gotten better than in these last 13 practices that you've had this spring?
Details, hand placement, pass rush technique, pass rush lanes, taking everything in that Coach Tripp was talking about, as far as down blocks, stretches, all that type of stuff.
Have you spent more time with Coach Tripp going over the film and stuff?
Us as a defensive line, we always come in on our own on Sundays and watch extra film, and talk with one another, see how we can get better.
I was talking to Daniel about this, but Coach Jones was very excited because Daniel made that play downfield in the scrimmage. Did you see that play on video?
Yes, sir. I was excited.
Did it surprise you what he did?
I know he can do it.
I
know he can. It's all about whether or not he wants to. So, we're gonna stay on top of him and make sure he keeps giving effort like that.
Were you watching the video with him? Was he in the room too when you were watching the replay?
Yes, sir. I told him straight up. I was like, hey, look at yourself. Look at yourself on film. I was like, look what you can do. Just give effort, man. You can cause fumbles. There's always a guy that you don't see. So he made a big play, and I was proud of him.
Corey, how different is that defense when Big Dan is in the middle and his motor's running?
I'm a lot more comfortable. I look at him like, hey, all right, Dan, let's go. And when you see him giving effort and him going as hard as he can, it makes you, a lot more comfortable at the position you're in because you're like, I know he's taking care of his spot, so I can take care of mine. We'll be fine.
Corey, Butch Ty has emphasized the fast tempo in practice and everything, but he talked about going into preseason when you guys come back for preseason camp, of going at an even faster tempo. Do you think you can do that, or do you feel like you're going as fast as you can go right now?
Not at all. I feel like we can do it because when you look at the schedule, there's a big outliner on Oregon right there. So when you see an offense like that, I suggest our own offense continues to go at that pace as well to set our defense up for success.
Have you watched tape of Oregon at all?
Of course. I watch a lot of tape on different teams on our schedule, and I started to watch Oregon, see the pace that they're running plays and, what type of plays they're running, the steps they're taking. It's all about studying your opponent, so I feel like if you get a jump on it, you'll be successful.
Go ahead, Pat. Does it make you tired just to watch them? They really do go fast.
They really do. I remember my freshman year playing them, and that was a wake-up call for sure.
Okay, that's right.
So, second go-round with them.
You and Byron are pretty active on Twitter. He's out there saying he's going to get off Twitter. They don't set the record for attendance on Saturday, so you're going to be able to actually pull that off and get off Twitter. Is Byron capable of doing that?
If we don't set the record, we're both off.
Are y'all going to be able to do that, though?
I'll be able to do it. I don't know about him.
Corey, going into this summer, what are some of the things you personally are going to focus on? Because like everybody else was saying, this is when fall camp starts, this is it for you.
There's nothing that I shouldn't focus on, to be honest with you. I should be working, getting better in the weight room. Like, I'm staying here over the month of May. I'm going to stay in the weight room. I'm going to work out. I already called mom and told her I wasn't coming home. This is the last opportunity. I want to work on my feet, my feet work, my first step off the ball, quickness, hand placement, all types of things. Just to take an extra step.
You were a really highly recruited guy. Do you feel like, especially last year's defense, was prohibitive to you playing a lot?
I would say so. Because in a 3-4 defense, of course, you need the big guys on the front, and I wasn't necessarily so big, and I was kind of, I guess you could say, I was big enough. to not play linebacker as well. So it was kind of hard to try to find a spot there.
Were you really frustrated last season?
Oh, most definitely. I've had my moments. I've had the low points, and I figured that maybe it'd be kind of tough to get on the field, but at the same time, there's always opportunities.
Some of the secondary guys and the linebackers have talked about this defense being simpler for them from a call standpoint. Up front, how is it different? Is it simpler? I know you guys maybe are asked to maybe make more plays and just kind of hold the line like you did last year.
It's simpler. It's all about holding gaps and being accountable for what you have to do. But at the same time, it's not just holding your gaps. You also want to make plays as well. If you have an opportunity to make a play, you should take it.
Coach Chancey, he kind of talked to us about rule sets. It's kind of term he used. What does he mean by that?
Like different things. Like, okay, say if you have a defensive lineman that's supposed to have the C gap, you got to backfill that B gap. If you guys don't have your gap, if someone tries to overcompensate and take over your gap, then we have a hole over here. When they come out of rule sets, it's all about playing your position, know what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it.
Corey, when you were watching video Oregon, I don't know, did you happen to see the game Auburn the next